Starting our countdown with Code Vein 2, the highly anticipated sequel that expands upon the anime-inspired post-apocalyptic vampire action RPG formula with refined combat mechanics and deeper customization options. This title builds on the original's foundation by introducing new weapon types, expanded character creation tools, and a more interconnected world design that encourages exploration and discovery. The Blood Code system returns with significant improvements, allowing you to switch between different playstyle and experiment with hybrid builds that combine melee prowess with powerful blood veil abilities. Co-op functionality has been enhanced with better AI companion behavior for solo players and seamless online integration for those who prefer tackling challenges with friends. The narrative promises to deliver emotional storytelling with branching paths that react to your choices throughout the campaign. Boss encounters are designed to be challenging, but fair, requiring pattern recognition and strategic use of your abilities, rather than pure reflexes alone. At number 2, we have Nioh 3, which continues Team Ninja's masterful blend of Souls-like difficulty with fluid action combat rooted in historical Japanese warfare and mythology. The stance system that defined previous entries returns, with new weapon categories and expanded movesets that provide even greater combat depth for players willing to master the intricacies. Key pulse mechanics remain central to the gameplay loop, rewarding precise timing and aggressive play, while punishing reckless behavior with depleted stamina at critical moments. Guardian spirits and yokai abilities add supernatural elements to your arsenal, giving you powerful tools to turn the tide in difficult encounters against both human enemies and demonic creatures. The game features multiple regions across feudal Japan, with distinct visual aesthetics and enemy types that require adapting your tactics and equipment loadouts. Loot systems provide endless gear progression, with random stat rolls and set bonuses that encourage farming and optimization for players who enjoy theory crafting builds. Coming in at number 3, Saros introduces players to a science fiction universe where exploration and discovery takes center stage in a narrative-driven action-adventure experience. The game combines third-person shooting mechanics with environmental puzzle solving and platforming sequences that require mastery of your character's movement abilities and combat tools. A dynamic weather system and day-night cycle affect gameplay in meaningful ways, with certain areas only accessible during specific conditions and enemies behaving differently based on environmental factors. The protagonist's suit upgrades unlock new traversal options and combat abilities as you progress, opening up previously inaccessible areas and encouraging backtracking with new capabilities. Story presentation blends cinematic cutscenes with environmental storytelling that rewards observant players who take time to examine their surroundings and piece together narrative details. Boss fights serve as skill checks that test your understanding of all mechanics learned up to that point, while introducing unique gimmicks. Number 4 brings us Marvel's Wolverine, the exclusive action game from Insomniac that promises to deliver a mature and visceral take on the iconic X-Men character. The combat system emphasizes brutal close-quarters encounters, where Wolverine's healing factor and adamantium claws create a unique gameplay loop focused on aggressive offense rather than defensive positioning. Berserker Rage mechanics build up during combat, allowing you to unleash devastating special attacks that can quickly turn desperate situations into dominant performances against multiple enemies. The narrative explores darker themes appropriate for the character, with a story that delves into Wolverine's complex history and psychological struggles, while maintaining the quality storytelling Insomniac demonstrated in their Spider-Man games. Stealth sections provide variety by letting you use Wolverine's enhanced senses to track enemies and execute silent takedowns before entering full combat mode. Environmental destruction and dismemberment systems make every encounter feel impactful, with visible consequences to your actions throughout each combat arena. At the 5th spot sits Phantom Blade Zero, an action game that fuses Chinese martial arts philosophy with Souls-like combat depth and a dark fantasy setting inspired by traditional wuxia stories. The parry-based combat system rewards precision timing and reading enemy attack patterns, with successful deflections opening windows for devastating counterattacks that deal massive damage to opponents. Movement options include acrobatic dodges, wall running, and grappling hooks that create vertical mobility during both exploration and combat scenarios. Multiple weapon types offer distinct playstyles, from fast dual blades to heavy crushing weapons, each with unique movesets and upgrade paths that encourage specialization or hybrid approaches.
Boss designs take inspiration from Chinese mythology and folklore, featuring larger-than-life encounters against legendary warriors and mythical beasts that require learning complex attack sequences. The visual presentation combines realistic graphics with stylized effects during special attacks and abilities, creating a unique aesthetic that stands out in the action game landscape.
Moving to number 6, Crimson Desert delivers an epic open-world adventure that combines action combat with deep RPG systems and a focus on meaningful player choice throughout your journey. The world is divided into multiple distinct biomes, ranging from arid deserts to frozen tundras, each populated with unique wildlife, enemy factions, and environmental hazards that affect gameplay strategies. Combat features a lock-on system with directional attacks and parries, similar to Souls-like themes, but with more accessible difficulty scaling options for players of varying skill levels. Your mercenary protagonist can recruit companions who fight alongside you in combat and provide unique abilities that complement your playstyle choices and tactical approaches. The narrative branches based on major story decisions, with multiple endings that reflect the moral choices you make when dealing with various factions and characters. Side activities include monster hunting contracts, treasure expeditions, and settlement management that provide alternative progression paths beyond the main storyline.
At number 7, we find Onimusha Way of the Sword, which revives the beloved franchise with modern graphics and refined combat that honors the original games, while introducing contemporary mechanics. The Isin counter system returns as a core mechanic, challenging you to time blocks perfectly to instantly kill enemies and absorb their souls for powering special abilities. Demon transformation abilities let you shift between human and Oni forms, each with distinct movesets and strategic applications for different combat scenarios and puzzle-solving sequences. The historical setting during Japan's Sengoku period provides authentic architecture and cultural details while weaving supernatural elements into the narrative through demon invasions and mystical artifacts. Multi-weapon combat lets you switch between katana, dual swords, and other traditional Japanese armaments mid-combo to adapt to various enemy types and create stylish attack chains. Exploration rewards thorough investigation with hidden collectibles and optional challenge rooms that test your combat mastery against increasingly difficult enemy configurations.
Number 8 showcases Pragmata, Capcom's ambitious science fiction project that blends third-person action with survival horror elements in a mysterious lunar setting. The game pairs you with an AI companion in a relationship that evolves throughout the story, with her abilities complementing your own and unlocking new gameplay possibilities as trust develops. Environmental hazards play a major role, with low-gravity sections requiring adapted movement strategies and resource management becoming crucial when oxygen supplies run limited. Combat encounters balance action sequences against terrifying enemies, with tense atmospheric exploration through abandoned facilities and alien landscapes. The narrative maintains an air of mystery throughout, gradually revealing details about the world state and what led to humanity's presence on the moon through environmental storytelling and cryptic dialogue exchanges. Puzzle solving integrates seamlessly with action segments, requiring you to manipulate the environment and coordinate with your companion to progress through complex areas.
Coming in at number 9, The Blood of Dawnwalker presents a dark fantasy action RPG set in medieval Europe, where you play as a newly turned vampire struggling with your monstrous nature. The time-based gameplay loop divides missions between night operations, where your vampiric powers are strongest, and daylight planning phases, where you prepare for upcoming challenges from your safe haven. Blood consumption mechanics force moral choices about feeding on innocents versus hunting criminals and monsters, with your decisions affecting your humanity level and available abilities. Combat blends melee weapons with supernatural vampire powers like shadow manipulation, enhanced speed, and blood magic that drain your reserves and require strategic resource management. The open world features multiple cities and regions with distinct cultures and attitudes towards supernatural creatures, affecting how you navigate social interactions and complete objectives. Investigation mechanics let you use enhanced senses to track targets and uncover hidden information, while stealth systems enable non-lethal approaches to many scenarios. Rounding out our list at number 10 is LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, which brings the beloved toy brick formula to Gotham City, with expanded mechanics and a comprehensive Batman universe celebration. The game features an enormous roster of playable characters, spanning Batman's entire rogues gallery and ally network, each with unique abilities that encourage switching between heroes to solve environmental puzzles and combat challenges. Free roam exploration across Gotham and Arkham Asylum provides dozens of hours of content beyond the main story, with collectibles, side missions, and hidden secrets rewarding thorough investigation. Combat maintains the accessible button-mashing foundation while adding combo systems and special moves that create visual spectacle without overwhelming younger players. Vehicle sections include the Batmobile, Batwing, and various other iconic rides with their own upgrade systems and unique gameplay segments. Co-op functionality supports local and online multiplayer throughout the entire campaign, making it an excellent choice for families and friends who want to experience the adventure together with drop-in, drop-out convenience.